Testing. Should be picking that up. I think I'm live here. I don't think anyone's in yet. Let me post this link here. You guys hear me all right? Let me know how audio sounds are. Audio sounds good? Cool, cool. What's up, Rat Fries? Yeah, I haven't really posted in a while. I'm gonna be honest. Trying to do a little with the second channel, which did for a little bit, and then didn't really do good, so I just kind of took a break from it. So yeah, welcome. We got Rats Fries, Blades, and it's Bentley. What's up? Thank you, thank you. Gonna give people a couple seconds here to get in. Um, I am back. Yeah, what's up? So for those of you who, oh my goodness, for those of you who don't know, I recently put out a challenge for people to make boss fights, and I'm going to be featuring that later on. However, I did also want to include my own boss fight in the video, just for the fun of it, which is what I'm working on right now. Jack of Hearts, I do have a snow themed boss fight already, actually. So yeah, I wanted to add my own entry into the mix, because why not? I've been playing a little bit of Elden Ring recently, and Elden Ring, for those of you who don't know, has really fun boss fights. I mean, that's kind of their thing. They're all difficult, there's a lot of mechanics and whatnot, just a little bit of skill, and that's sort of what I'm partially going to be adding. I've been good, I've been good, just busy, that's all. So yeah, we got a couple different attacks. So I made a movement system already, as you guys can see here, like in a combat system already, because doing a Dark Souls, the Dark Souls inspired, Elden Ring inspired boss. I'm not going to choose a specific boss. I just want to have the gameplay uh, somewhat mirror it. But in order to do that, I need to make a combat system that actually fits better, because Minecraft's combat system does not do that. Yeah. So, what's up, Draco? So yeah, as you guys can see here, we have a pretty simple attack system. Basically, I'm using snowballs for click detection just because it's more consistent. And in an intense combat system, you really want to make sure you have consistent click detection. Otherwise, it's going to suck. So that's why we're using snowballs instead of like a sword. I know there's other means of click detection, but this is just way more consistent. Let me cook Mango Gup Trust. You're going to cook Mango? Alright, I better see it then. Okay, so let me just give you a basic rundown of what the combat system is so far. Guppy will let Mango win. You gotta earn it. So here's the combat system we have so far. So as you guys can see, we have basically a 4-hit combo. 1, 2. So there's actually a combo reset. So if you don't basically button mash or hold down the button, actually go into adventure mode because it's actually way faster and creative. So basically you have a 4-hit combo. So you do a slash, a slash, a slash, and then a jab. You see, sometimes it actually does end up skipping, but I think it's kind of fine. So it's a multi-hit combo. As you can see, when you do the actual jab, there's a little bit of camera shake because the actual jab does more damage and more poise damage. I'll discuss what that means later. Yeah, you gotta break the Mango curse. Make sure you give me something that's gonna beat Mango because you know Mango's gonna be good. So the other thing too is I'm actually gonna be moving here. You'll see that I basically can't move while I'm attacking. You can kind of slightly move in between attacks sometimes, but you can't really move. So it's one of those things where you actually kind of got to find opportunities, wait for the boss to almost be disabled, and then that's when you load out your combo. Additionally, that's not the only attack you have. You also have an air attack. So if you jump in the air and attack, it's going to do a slam attack whenever you land. Now the slam attack does a little bit more damage than the slash attacks do. However, it's just going to be a lot slower. So you're gonna get better DPS out of just holding down the combo. Is the boss inspired by Benjamin Netanyahu? No, this boss is not. I'm not making that joke. I don't want to get demonetized. Anyways, so yeah, if you attack while you are in the air, it's actually going to do an even stronger attack. It does a little bit more damage, like I said. It's not going to be that much better for DPS because it is just going to be shorter attacks. However, this does poise damage. Now, poise damage, when you build up poise, is going to break the boss's stance. Basically, stun the boss for a period of time, and that's kind of like meant to be a punish window. If that makes sense. So this is the slam attack, and then this is the combo attack. Additionally, whenever you sneak, as long as you're on the ground, it won't work if you're in the air. Whenever you sneak, you're going to dodge backwards. This dodge backwards is going to briefly make you immune as well. So, you basically are able to. I'm actually going to increase the immune timer because. Just because I can. So, while you're dodging, you do become briefly immune, which I think is pretty cool. So, you actually get to. It's going to be a little bit higher skill fight than normal. You're not just going to be whacking as fast as you can while strafing side to side. The boss is going to be slower, but he's going to have a variety of attacks, which is going to require you to at times get up close, try to punish him, or back away, or even better, kind of maybe go back, flick backwards and dodge into the boss for a punish. It's sort of how it's going to work. So as I said, I have the moveset down, so now it's time to work on the. And yeah, like I said, the combo is much slower in adventure mode, which is obviously the intended function. So I might do a tutorial on this, but this will be my own entry into the series, into the video. I won't judge myself, obviously, because that would be unfair, but yeah. What's up, Painted? Thanks for coming by. So I hope you guys are looking forward to this. There's a bomb. So, now we're going to get started on the boss. So for the boss itself, I'm going to make essentially. I need to actually pull up my own YouTube video real quick because I just want to copy the animation that I did for the animations video that I did recently. Basically, it's going to be a larger wither skeleton. I'm not going to do too much on the visual type of stuff. I just don't want to. Yeah, that's all I would say about that. Why are messages getting deleted? I don't see your messages getting deleted. I still saw your messages. Maybe because you were spamming, it might have auto removed some stuff, but I didn't remove anything. Thanks, Justin. I've done boss fights before. I just haven't done one in a while. That's what I want to do. Alright, what do we want the boss to be named? It's gonna be a wither skeleton. Do we have any suggestions for names, guys? Gubbyduck's Acolyte. It is Dark Souls themed, yes. I'm not choosing like a specific Dark Souls boss. Just like that's the style that I'm going for. Gubbyduck's Acolyte's not bad. So the attacks of the boss can be like, oh, I'll sort of explain this. I can have a couple ideas planned. The Nightman. Ah. Dun 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 dun. Dun. Ah. Where are you? So as you can see, he's a bit bigger than the normal boss. Should be quite fun. I'm probably actually gonna do a boss bar, quite frankly. Holster. That's the final Night Rain boss, right? That's his name. I was playing Night Rain 2 a lot recently. DD Rose, Dark Souls themed one. Zethium, Zorum, Shadow Stalker, Zetheum. Zetheum. Well, Guppy, I reinstalled Dark Souls 1. I'm getting wrecked. Should name it the Fat Monk. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. I am going to. Hold on, let me check something real quick. Back false. Nope. Uh, mob griefing false. Let me just make sure that. Let's try this out. I know I don't need quotations, whatever. So we have Zethium. So what I want to do then is basically make it so the damage translates directly to the boss health bar. So we can actually have a boss bar in this. Right now he's suffocating, so I'm just gonna just put him up like 40 for now. When I actually choose a boss area arena, we'll do that. But so basically, because I'm using custom attacks like this, I can actually make it translate. I just need to adjust this combat system. So that would be, unfortunately, the names of all these command blocks got goofed up, so they're slightly incorrect, and it's quite annoying. I'm not gonna lie. What does that even mean, though? I don't know. We can change the name later if we want. It's not that big a deal. Um, entity at E equals boss. Run damage at E. F equals wither. C equals 1. Oh, whoops. Yes, I did see a whole bunch of people changing their names. Most unorganized Minecraft Bedrock command block layers and is annoying. Any tips? Honestly, you gotta find a system that works for you. It's sort of my only advice, I would say. Did I do that immune? Hold on. Alright. Now, I'm just gonna do this. DP at E equals boss. So now, So we have our big boss in front of us. Oh, whoops. I think the range of the attack is too small at the moment. You guys can see I'm whittling away at the boss. I'm going to increase the range a little bit, but you guys can kind of see how the boss fight actually is going to work. So I just need to basically increase the range of everything as well as the poise. Wait, damage one. Alright, so change everything to 2.4. Not attack. Why does it do this sometimes? It literally, look at this. Okay, sometimes it just decides it doesn't want to let me type. I don't know why that is. Alright, so now we should be able to more consistently. You guys can see we're actually whittling down the boss very slowly right now. So now what we can do is you can add. Oh, that's on me. Which has become trapped within your group on my Discord. Nice, nice. Okay, let me be. Need to fix the aerial attack too. Um, if entity run damage at east equals 1 equals wither. Go my Discord server. That's what they're talking about. Okay, now aerial attacks. Definitely going to increase the damage, but that's the base system for right now. Make the video here's how to make heroes from Overwatch and Minecraft Bedrock with commands, please. I mean, I'll be honest, I don't really play any Overwatch. See, I am going to increase the damage so you can kill him quicker than that, because he's going to be a difficult boss. Once I have his attacks and moves, you're not going to be able to just stand there and whittle him down. So, we're going to double the damage for the slash attacks. And then for the final jab of the combo, give him that decent booster. That will make this 20. We'll make this 19. Okay. Draco's just kidnapping half my server for some reason. I'm also definitely not going to finish this. Okay, the second attack is not working. Do these two have anything different? Oh, the wrong one. The second attack isn't doing anything. I don't know if you guys can see that or not, but the second attack isn't doing damage for some reason. Combo equals 2. If entity was not immune, is the boss. Like attack, I'm gonna delete that. It's run damage. Hmm. How do you make money BS switch items? When do you get close on making a boss? I have no idea what you're trying to say. Alright, let's see how fast you can whittle this guy down with just light attack spam. See? See, the second attack is just not doing anything. I genuinely don't know why that is. Two out positioned. If entity. I literally don't see any difference between the two. Whatever, I'm just gonna band-aid patch this. So yeah, so let me do this. This is adventure mode. So it's still gonna take a while to kill this guy even with this damage. So that's basically what the boss fight's going to look like. Yeah, what are you guys doing? You're not even gonna help me. Come on, guys. Y'all are better than this. I need suggestions. I need help. Okay, so let's do summoning first. Let's figure out where I want to have this arena. Hold on. Seeking area set up. I need pretty much a flat area to do this well. Could be up here, maybe? This might have too many obstacles. Took away the ladder. Took away the ladder, this could be a good room for it. You know, you come through here, and then this is where the boss spawns. Be sick. We could also do literally on top of here. Yeah, I know you want to do the Overwatch thing, but like I said, I don't play Overwatch. I don't really know the Overwatch characters well enough to do that. So we could do the boss fight up here. That could be a good one. Down here could also be a potential spot. Like I said, we want pretty much a flat place in order to be able to do this. We just go into spectator mode, see if there's any big flat rooms inside any of this castle. That would be good. For the most part, these are all fairly small rooms. Ooh, maybe in here? What do you guys think of this one? This would be a good room for it, right? Yeah, I like this. I like this. So yeah, because then that's like the main room of the castle boom. You're coming up here, you want to enter, you want to get really into the castle and unlock all the cool features. You kind of come through these ruined areas, and then you're in this room that spawns a little cutscene off thing, and the bosses. What do you guys think of that? How's that sound? It's a marketplace map that I helped work on. It's called The Mountain. It's actually a pretty sick map. It didn't really do that well, unfortunately, because it's actually a really cool map. There's a ton of stuff to explore. And it's also just a great map to make a Dark Souls-like thing. So yeah, it's called The Mountain on the Marketplace. Yeah, for those of you guys who don't know, I do have some maps on the Marketplace that I've helped do the commands for. I don't build. I'm just not a builder, but I've helped some of the commands for stuff. How can I make mobs switch items when you get close and far? I want to know because I'm making a boss that requires that. Oh, just use replace item. So like say you want a skeleton to have a switch to a sword when they get close. Basically just say like, hey, if there's an entity within 5 blocks, use a replace item to replace their main hand with a sword. And if there's not a player within 5 blocks, have that switch back to a bow. Hopefully that answers your question, Jackson. Alright. So in that case, where am I gonna put my commands? I might just put the commands in here and then move them out when I'm done. That'll probably be the easiest way to do this. Just answer that question, Jackson. That looks middle enough. I think it is actually pretty much the middle of the room. Pretty close to it. Maybe right here. Yeah, that's pretty central. Hey, Guppy. Yeah, hey, Draco. Oh, you just... I didn't realize it was you. Yeah, thanks, Draco. I was about to ask you to stop. I'm like, wait a second, Draco was not the one who was saying that. Alright, so what do we want to do for this boss fight? So we're going to start off with commands first. So, execute unless entity at E name equals boss. Equals wither name equals Zethium. Hey, is there a chance to make a combat system with full commands? I mean, I have in the past. I literally made a separate combat system just for this boss fight. So you certainly can. What's up, Galazar? Okay. Run, summon, wither, skeleton. Oh, freak. Meaning to ask you, why did I join my map that one time when Aaron asked you to and then left after a few minutes? Why not? It's funny. Did I play Overwatch? No. Go be Duck Live? Yeah, I know, it's been a little bit. I see no evidence of that, Zamaria. How about Hollow Knight? Yes, I have played a little bit of Hollow Knight. Not much. Mm. Yes, what's up, Frostbite? JQ is keeping a lot of people prisoner. Gonna make a video on how to make mom switch weapons? I think I already have. Could be wrong on that, but I thought I already did. I know I've done it before for different creations. I just don't know if I made it into a video or not. How many hours I have on Minecraft? Several thousand, I'm sure. Definitely over 2,000. What do you feel, Oblivious? Yeah, I'm making my own boss fight for the boss fight challenge. Am I missing? Oh, probably this. Alright, well. I think I have the other TP commands. That's probably stealing this guy. Type of boss is this? It's gonna be a Wither Skeleton boss. Working on the spawnings for it right now. Making boss with the commands. Want to know? Okay, Yeah. They said I did explain how to do it. I just didn't show the commands on screen. Like I said, I know I've done it in a past thing before, so. Alright. Just gonna. Agni type equals Zethium. No. Type equals Wither. Skeleton. Tag equals Zethium. Boss. Y'all. Slowness, infinite. 1-1 true. Yeah, for some reason that guy is pissed at that guy. I don't know why. Okay. There we go. Okay, so that's the boss right there. So as you can see, I'm actually damaging the boss by damaging this guy. Alright, now I'm basically going to make this guy immune. You write wrong in the command spell. What's up? You spelled name. Wait, where did I spell name? In this one? Yep. You're so right. I also did infinite 1-1, so gotta fix that. How have I been doing? I've been doing alright. Okay, now I won't be able to kill this guy at all. So you have to use the snowball. So yeah, I'm actually doing way more damage to him than I should be normally, because normally I'm going to be in adventure mode. Yeah, see, he's still really pissed at this guy. That's fine. I can fix that easily. As you can see, I am very slowly whittling down the health. So, that's the dodge ability right there. This is jump attack. Uh-oh. So, you guys get the idea. So we'll do that for the player wins. So execute if entity. By the way, I'm not finishing this in this live stream. By the way, name equal skeleton less entity at e type equals wither c equals 1 tag it as add. You should have aimed for the head. True, true. Uh, boss win. Okay, so now just gonna whittle down the boss right now. I'm definitely gonna buff the damage. This is gonna be way too slow because you're not gonna be able to just focus fire on the boss like this. So I'm probably gonna double all the damage from what it is right now, because especially if I want to add 2 phases. But for now, I'm just gonna do 1 phase. Well, that should give me boss win. Oh, that's why. Gonna whittle down this guy, and it's also I'm actually whittling him down way faster than he would normally be going, because you can do this attack much faster in. Have I seen Jujutsu Kaisen? No, I've not. No, it's spawning another one. Why is it spawning another one? See, defense TD. That'll probably be why. Just gonna make this repeat on its own. Alright. Yeah, definitely gotta buff the damage to at least double what it is right now. Nope, still didn't work. Why is it not working? I don't really need the sequence 1, I suppose, but I don't think that's what's causing the problem. Do. Also too fast. I want them to be slower because I'm gonna have so much movement. Alright. Just to give you a glimpse. This is gonna be their movement speed normally. However, what I am gonna do is Wither 0-0. Do you ever get on any of the VCs? A lot of people get on the VCs. Um, Fantasy is definitely better at FMBs than I am. I'm not quite sure what you're asking, to be honest. But yeah, Fantasy is definitely better at FMBs than I am. Um, okay. Now, he shouldn't be able to hurt me at all. Well, gravity will, and I forgot to put on keep inventory. And I spawned all the way down here. Let's go. This is such a beautiful map. Little bit of commands. Use the camera command. Nice. FNAF. Always good. This is actually a really cool map. I'm kind of disappointed it didn't do that well. So it would actually be great for some of the adventure maps that I made if I just used this map as a base, honestly. It would have done well. There's also actually like a decent amount of mystery in the marketplace version of this map. What's up, Cookie? Yeah, Fantasy did teach me FMBs. Can confirm. Oh, my inventory's a mess. Where's Lithium at? He can do a little bit of damage, I guess. It's okay, I'm okay if we can do half a heart. That just means you gotta be careful getting up next to him. I do have a question here. Sometimes this works. We'll see if it does. That did not work. Slots dot armor head 0. Curious if this works. No, forgot to remove the strength. Well, it's so weird. Look at that. We just give the player resistance. Okay. Is the scoreboard? Objective sub poise. Scoreboard objectives add dummy. Alright. Two. Okay, well, that's wrong. Guppy, what's the command to make the skeleton that big? That's in a video I made 2 weeks ago. No, like a month ago. It's like my second or third oldest video. Yeah. How do I do that snowball thingy? I might do a tutorial on that. Okay, so stun minus scoreboard. There's remove poise equals cool. Shoemaker Zero players can put different command creations. Well, players' commands will just break each other's commands. I don't watch anime, sorry. What's up, Frostbite? Eddie scores equals 100 dot dots. That's done. Okay, so that'll make the poise go faster if the enemy gets stunned. This gives them the stun. There's not a ton that I need to do here. Now that I'm thinking about it. This is the stun tag. Stun particle. Come on, please work. Why are you? I'm typing, but it's just not. There we go. So I'm just gonna spam jump attacks to build up poise here. Okay. Stun no move. Huge adds at E tag equals stun. At S run TP at S dots. What's up, friend from Indonesia? I'm sorry I cannot pronounce your name. I don't even want to try. It's just not gonna be good. Oops. Okay. Here from the slot machine videos, is there any guides for adding odds or win percentages? I mean, you just basically affect the individual amounts that you have in each one, if that makes sense. Okay, so if I build up some poise. Oh, whoops. There we go. Okay, so now, let me try this again. Boom, now he is stunned. So he can't move, he can't do anything during the duration of the stun. So if that makes sense, basically, all attacks build up poise. So even the slash attack that I'm just spamming right now, you can see it is slowly building up poise, building up to a stun. Not during the duration of the stun, he cannot move, he cannot attack. This is basically just a big punish window. So what you can do is if you want to focus stuns, you can focus these jump attacks to force a stun. But if you can also just get enough damage in, you can stun him through slash attacks. Actually, okay, you build up way too quick in slash attacks, so I'm going to significantly decrease the poise. But it's one of those things where it's a risky maneuver because, um, it's going to be difficult to land a bunch of poise building attacks right in a row, if that makes sense. I realize that shouldn't balance based on that because I understand that it's going to be slightly different, but I still want to lower the poise a little bit. Alright, try this again. I'm going to go into adventure mode so we can see how fast I can actually. So you guys can see I'm not building up poise all that quickly. Okay, we did get the stun. We did get the stun. So let's just try that again. Hold on a sec. I'm gonna be cheating for right now. Don't worry about it. So we can still build poise pretty quick on that, which I'm not a fan of. You definitely shouldn't be able to build it that quick from the light attacks. So I'm going to significantly be decreasing the poise again. Because it's kind of like you should be going for jump attacks if you're trying to break his stance. Is sort of how it's supposed to be. Like it should always be more worthwhile to do jump attacks for stance breaking. And then DPS, you want to do the combo attacks, basically. Okay, so what's happening is he's pushing me into the air, which is causing me to do a jump attack from a very short period of time, if that makes sense. So he's basically forcing me to do a jump attack without my consent. But I think I can get rid of that. Zethiar, I think is what it is. But I'm gonna do, oh, do want to lower the poise a bit. This 33 is just a bit too high. Zethium, that's what it is. Alright, where's this boss at? Okay, so. Okay, so it's not forcing me to do jump attacks. But I can still. There you go. That's the stun. Oop. Game? Did my game freeze? Hmm. Are you still seeing my stream? Oh. Okay, we're back. We're back. That was weird. Nope, frozen again. That's weird. Oh, and we're gonna crash, maybe? This is the end of stream, guys. This might be the end of stream. I'm gonna save and quit real quick because I just don't want to lose progress. I'm gonna duplicate the world. I don't know what's going on. How long has stream been? Stream playing in the background nights. So as you can see, you're not really gonna build a ton of poise. Okay, it is. My computer is lagging out, so this might be the end of the stream, guys. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I think this is gonna be the end of the stream because my computer itself is lagging out because my Discord's not working on the side either. So I think that's gonna be it for the stream. Thank you guys for coming. If you guys have suggestions for the boss, let me know. I'm still gonna work on it. I'll probably work on it again in live streams. But yeah, just right now my Discord's freezing and my Minecraft's not responding. So yeah, that's gonna be in the stream. Thank you guys for coming. Sorry, Frostbite, but yeah, computer said the stream's over, so I'm just gonna join. No, I'm not gonna join around person's world. Yeah, that's it. Thanks for coming, guys. Bye.